Marie Osmond's daughter, Abigail, has chosen a private life away from the public eye. Unlike her famous mother, Abigail is not involved in the entertainment industry and has not pursued success in acting or the public entertainment business. She is primarily known due to her association with the Osmond family. Abigail's choice to stay out of the spotlight marks a different path from her family's entertainment legacy. This intro will explore celebrities' kids, contrasting Osmond's heritage with Abigail's quieter life, reflecting on how they shine differently. Demi Moore and Rumer Willis, 29. Demi Moore looked considerably different from her daughter, Rumer Willis, when she was 29. In August 1988, she gave birth to Willis, her first child with Bruce Willis. Rumer has participated in Fox's popular competition program and acted in a series like Empire and 90210. Her parents are also performers. Clint and Scott Eastwood, 29. It's almost unreal that Clint Eastwood's career spanned more than 60 years. After a successful acting career, he became a skilled and recognized director and producer in his latter years. Scott, Eastwood's very familiar son, undoubtedly aspires to enjoy the same degree of notoriety and longevity as his father. Melanie Griffith and Dakota Johnson, 29. Actress Melanie Griffith, 29, is shown on the left. Dakota Johnson, her daughter, is seen on the right at the same age. In October 1989, Griffith welcomed Johnson and her ex-husband Don Johnson, who was well known for playing Anastasia Steele in the 50 Shades of Grey films. James Brolin and Josh Brolin, 48. Josh Brolin, James Brolin's son, and James Brolin share facial similarities. They are 48 years old here. Josh's parents are James and Jane Cameron Agee. Barbra Streisand, the renowned singer, became James's stepmother after their 1998 marriage. Carrie Fisher and Billy Lourd, 23. These are Carrie Fisher and her 23-year-old daughter, Billy Lourd. Lourd is an actress, much like her late mother. She was most recently featured in Booksmart, having previously been in American Horror Story. Dennis Quaid and Jack Quaid, 27. Around the age of 27, Dennis Quaid and his son Jack Quaid had distinct haircuts. In the 1998 reimagining of The Parent Trap, Dennis portrayed Nick Parker. His kid is a star of the forthcoming Amazon superhero series, The Boys. Diana Ross and Tracy Ellis Ross, 45. At 45, famous singer Diana Ross and her actress daughter Tracy Ellis Ross had very different appearances. In October 1972, Diana and her ex-husband, Robert Ellis Silberstein, welcomed their child. Tracy is well renowned for her Golden Globe-winning performance on ABC's popular sitcom Blackish as Dr. Rainbow Johnson. Lisa Bonet and Zoe Kravitz, 19. Lisa Bonet and Zoe Kravitz, both actors, were 19 years old. In December 1988, Bonet received her daughter, who was married to musician Lenny Kravitz. Currently, Zoe appears in HBO's Big Little Lies as Bonnie Carlson. Tom Hanks and Colin Hanks, 40. Here are 40-year-old Tom Hanks and his son Colin Hanks. Colin has appeared in various TV programs, including the original Roswell, The Good Guys, Fargo, and Life in Pieces. Tom is well known for voicing Woody in the Toy Story films and his Oscar-winning performance in Forrest Gump. Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher, 53. When they were 53, iconic stars Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher had very different haircuts and hues. Both celebrities passed away in 2016. Kirk and Michael Douglas, 74. We all love the legendary Michael Douglas, and in case you didn't know, renowned actor Kirk Douglas was alive for a very long time. We can't help but compare the appearances of the two leading actors at the same stage of their careers after Kirk's death in February 2020. Reese Witherspoon and Ava Elizabeth Philippe, 19. It can be challenging to accept that Reese Witherspoon started her acting career over 30 years ago in movies and television shows. That's most likely due to the celebrity's refusal to mature, figuratively. Witherspoon's first kid, Ava Philippe, whose father is actor Ryan Philippe, undoubtedly wishes she had some of her father's age-defying genes. Ava Philippe has started her modeling career, Maybe she'll end up in a motion picture. David and Brooklyn Beckham, 19. David Beckham is an international soccer player who has captivated fans with his skill on the field for years. After retiring, his attractive looks have helped him pursue a modeling and public relations career. Brooklyn Beckham, his kid, is undoubtedly happy that he is inheriting his renowned father's good looks. It helps that his mother is former Spice Girl Victoria Beckham. Blythe Danner and Gwyneth Paltrow, 29. Blythe Danner was immensely popular in the 1970s and 1980s, and her daughter, Gwyneth Paltrow, gained prominence in the late 1990s, mostly due to her well-received Academy Award-winning performance in Shakespeare in Love. The mother and daughter are still employed in the film and television industries. Donald and Kiefer Sutherland, 35. The Sutherland tree is close to the apple in terms of acting prowess. Since the 1970s, Donald Sutherland has won several acting honors, and his son Kiefer has quickly followed in his footsteps. Although it took the younger Sutherland a bit longer to become well-known, his performance in the action drama 24 led to 6 consecutive Golden Globe nominations for Best Actor. Vanessa Paradis and Lily Rose Depp, 18. When Vanessa Paradis arrived in Hollywood in the 1990s, she was a young French singer and movie star in the late 1980s. That's how she got to know Johnny Depp. Despite not getting married, the two were companions for 14 years. Together, they are parents of 2 kids. The likeness between their mother and oldest kid, Lily Rose Depp, is striking. Stellan and Alexander Skarsgård, 30. If you've been following Hollywood all these days, you've probably seen Alexander Skarsgård everywhere. He has starred in critically acclaimed television series like True Blood and Big Little Lies, and massive blockbusters like The Legend of Tarzan. Naturally, Skarsgård owes his success to his well-known father, Stellan, who helped him break into the film industry. In addition, Stellan didn't precisely lack good looks when he was younger. George and Dhani Harrison, 20s. Being a former member of the Beatles indeed has something to do with your kids merely taking your looks straight from you. Nearly similar in every way, George Harrison and his son Dhani Harrison have followed in their father's musical footsteps to become successful composers and singer-songwriters in Britain. Peggy Lipton and Rashida Jones, 26. Rashida Jones, star of Parks and Recreation and The Office, has 2 famous parents in addition to one. She is the daughter of musician Quincy Jones, but it's evident that her mother, actress Peggy Lipton, who rose to fame in the 1970s for her role in Mod Squad, gave her the brunette hair and the freckles. Rashida Jones's extraordinary skill is understandable. Bob and Ziggy Marley, 35. Bob Marley is one of the most well-known names in music. Marley rose to fame in the 1960s and has become a famous cultural symbol. His image continues to appear on goods worldwide, and classic rock radio stations continue to play tunes by the Wailers. But David Ziggy Marley, Marley's son, is the one who most resembles his famous father. Marie Osmond and Abigail Osmond, 21. Unlike her mother, Marie Osmond's daughter Abigail Michelle Blossel has chosen a private life. Abigail, adopted by Marie and her second husband, Brian Blossel, has lived a quiet life without working in entertainment. She is well known for her Osmond family connections and has not publicly acted or donated. Abigail's professional path differs from the Osmond showbiz heritage due to her preference for privacy. Abigail's siblings have had prominent roles, while she is focused on personal projects. She may distinguish herself from her family's prominence using this method. Cindy Crawford and Kaya Gerber, 19. There aren't many names more closely associated with supermodels than Cindy Crawford. Her unique birthmark over her lip and wavy black hair have enthralled admirers for many years. If you didn't know that this story was about parents and their look-alike children, you probably wouldn't believe that Kaya Gerber, Crawford's adolescent daughter, is the one on the right. Yes, even with our eyes, we find it hard to believe. John and Sean Lennon, 31. We recommend corrective eye surgery if you cannot recognize the remarkable likeness between the two. Sean is pursuing a career in music, much like his well-known father, albeit he has yet to reach the same degree of success, which honestly is probably impossible. We're talking about the Beatles here, people. Paul and James McCartney, 30s. In their 30s, it's easy to see the connection when you see an adult, James McCartney, next to a photo of his father taken at a similar age. There were 4 girls and 1 boy born to the well-known Beatles singer, and it is evident that little James inherited his father's side of the family. Damon Wayans, Sr. and Jr., 35. Age 35. It was probably easy for viewers of the early 1990s sketch comedy program In Living Color to see why Damon Wayans was a rising sensation. He effortlessly transitions between personas. He used fame to propel himself into a lucrative film career for most of the 1990s. However, his spitting image son has assumed the lead role in his absence. Fox's New Girl gave Wayans Jr. his big break, and over the next 5 years, he has a ton of other films and TV projects planned. Yolanda and Gigi Hadid, 22. Age 22. You probably know Gigi Hadid well if you like fashion and celebrity hangouts. She is a supermodel who rose to fame globally and has been featured on Sports Illustrated's swimsuit issue cover. You'll probably be aware of Hadid's well-known ancestry as well. Gigi's mother, Yolanda Hadid, was a model in her prime who became even more famous as one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Robert and Chris Pine, mid-20s. Mid-20s. We had to double-take on this one. Character actor Robert Pine has a long history. He landed his first part in 1964 and has since amassed over 200 credits. His son Chris has become one of the greatest male stars in the world, scoring significant parts in the newly released Wonder Woman film series from Warner Brothers and DC and the upcoming Star Trek film trilogy. Naomi and Ashley Judd, 37. Age 37. It helps to obtain specific jobs and become a celebrity in Hollywood when you're already one of the most gorgeous women globally, like Ashley Judd. Naturally, it's much simpler to pull off when your parents are well-known, like country music artist Naomi Judd, whose identical appearance you almost pilfered. You did a great job, Ashley. Kim Basinger and Ireland Baldwin, early 20s. Early 20s. Batman and 9½ Weeks are among the first movies that fans often think of when they think of Kim Basinger. However, it's hard to imagine that Basinger was already well into her 30s when those films were released, proving that age is only a number. We're speculating that Ireland Baldwin, the actress Basinger's daughter, hopes to inherit those ageless genes as well. Her father is Alec Baldwin. Susan Sarandon and Ava Amuri Martino, mid-30s. Mid-30s. Susan Sarandon has been a movie star for longer than most Americans have been alive, and her critically praised roles continue to light up both large and small screens. While Ava Amuri Martino, her daughter, may not be a perfect replica of her well-known mother, there are unmistakable traits that her father, Italian writer and filmmaker Franco Amuri, has passed down to her. Will Smith and Jaden Smith, 20. When they were 20, Will Smith and Jaden Smith had very different haircuts. Will and actress Jada Pinkett Smith are Jaden's parents. Like his parents, Jaden pursued a career in acting. However, he is also a musician and co-founder of Just Water, an environmentally conscious water brand, with Will. Mick Jagger and Georgia Jagger, 25. Age 25. By the time he turned 25, Mick Jagger was well on his way to becoming a pop culture sensation as the Rolling Stones' lead vocalist. Georgia, his 25-year-old daughter, was blazing her path to fame as a model and fashion designer with her longtime lover, model Jerry Hall. There are many things that father and daughter have in common, like those lips. John Ritter and Jason Ritter, 30. Age 30. John Ritter was 1 year into his renowned tenure as Jack Tripper on the comedy Three's Company when he celebrated his 30th birthday in 1978. Ritter would continue to be a television regular for the following 25 years until his untimely death in 2003. Jason, his almost identical twin, turned 30 in 2010. At that time, the younger Ritter was starting his own Hollywood career, which only got better in the next 10 years. Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson, 33. Age 33. Goldie Hawn and Kate Hudson are among Hollywood's most well-known mother-daughter teams. While the latter has been in the news since her breakthrough performance in Cameron Crowe's 2000 film Almost Famous, the former was one of the greatest cinema stars of the 1970s, established herself as an icon of the time, and has remained well-known since. Bette Midler and Sophie von Hasselberg, 29. Age 29. Looking at both mother Bette Midler and daughter Sophie von Hasselberg at age 29, their striking facial features, which make them seem more like siblings than mom and child, are their most significant commonality. While von Hasselberg is most known for her acting career, Bette, often known as the Divine Miss M, is one of the most successful vocalists in American history. Bob Dylan and Jakob Dylan, 30. Age 30. Bob and Jakob Dylan may be the finest father-son songwriting team on our list. However, Jacob at least has one headlight going for him. The older Bob's work bears the most weight in that category. Both Dylans were undoubtedly at the height of their creative abilities at 30 years old. Martin Sheen and Charlie Sheen, 28. Age 28. The Sheen family's Hollywood career has undoubtedly had an unusual path. Whether it's Charlie becoming a massive star in movies and television, Emilio Estevez switching from adolescence to adult stardom, or Martin being a well-respected movie and television star with all the winning and tiger blood. Steven Tyler and Liv Tyler, 30s. Age 30s. According to rumors, rock musician Todd Rundgren was Liv Tyler's biological father for many years. But when they met, the child started to think that Aerosmith singer Steven Tyler was her biological father. Her mother, model Bebe Buell, subsequently verified this hunch, which stemmed from the two of them having a striking physical similarity. Father and daughter became close after learning the truth, and Liv became well known for appearing in several Aerosmith music videos while pursuing her career. Jerry Stiller and Ben Stiller, 39. Age 39. Many think Jerry and Ben Stiller are the comic kingdom's monarch and prince. The older Jerry was a long-standing celebrity who, in the 1990s and 2000s, may have achieved the most popularity as an actor on the comedies Seinfeld and The King of Queens. Ben is a successful actor and director, working on movies like Tropic Thunder, Dodgeball, and There's Something About Mary. Kris Jenner and Kendall Jenner, 20s. Ages 20 to 30. Kris Jenner was just a 20-year-old lady trying to make her place in the world before becoming the matriarch of reality television's most prominent family. Kendall, her daughter, has never had to do that. However, that mother and daughter don't look identical cannot be disputed. Robert Downey Sr. and Robert Downey Jr., 34. Age 34. No, that's not Howard and Tony Stark. Legendary Hollywood actors Robert Downey Jr. and his father, Sam. If someone hadn't guessed they were related, their face shape alone would have been a dead giveaway. Angelina Jolie and Shiloh Jolie Pitt, 16. Shiloh Jolie Pitt, daughter of erstwhile power couple Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, resembles her parents. At 16, Angelina Jolie decided to pursue a career in acting. She made appearances in many music videos and her brother's student films. Shiloh, now 16 years old, is also a promising actor. She gave her voice in Kung Fu Panda 3 and had a cameo in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button with her father. Additionally, she seems to have some very cute dancing skills, which she often shares on Instagram. With such well-known parents, Shiloh is almost destined for extreme celebrity.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon